We'll get a kick out of this. We used to have gatherings at our house. Don't go past this picture, okay? We used to have gatherings at our house where Jay would say, oh, there's this amazing soccer match on tonight, and a lot of people from the church support one or the other team. So they don't have access to watch it anywhere, but we do, so let's invite them over. And Javen, our son, loves soccer, so he gets to join in with the group. And they're just going to have fun, and they're just going to cheer. And they guys, when it comes to sports, it's a whole nother language. They cheer for their team, and they bash the other team. I don't really know what they do, but they have fun, and they consider it a fun activity, and it's good. So we invite people over to watch soccer. And Jay said, you know what? There is a couple guys that I have not gotten to know very well. I'm going to ask them to come early, and let's just eat with them, and then they can stay and watch the game. I was like, great, I don't care. So we're cooking, and they come, and all of a sudden, they came in, they sit down, and we started to serve the meal. And then all of a sudden, the doorbell rings again, and then Jay's like, I wonder who that is. So he answers the door, and then another guy came. I'm like, oh, great, okay. So we added him to the table. And then the doorbell rang again, and then another guy came. And then we didn't even shut the door, and another guy showed. And then another guy showed. And then Jay came in the kitchen, because at that point I'm sweating a little bit. Ever been there? Like, I don't really know how much food we have at this point. We're just going to bless it and multiply it, I guess. And so Jay came in the kitchen, and he said, hey, just listen. You and I were not eating, obviously. So just serve it to the guys. I don't even know how they knew we were having dinner, but they're here. So let's just feed them, and then we'll eat later, me and you. And that later meant we're not eating at all tonight because the game doesn't end till 11. So just, you're fasting, but it's for a good reason. So just let them come to the table. So I was like, okay. So then they just kept coming. I fed the whole group before I knew the whole group was coming. And then they stayed and watched the game. And this is what that group looked like. What happened was they got so excited that they were eating with us that they told each other. And then they were like, oh, Pastor Jay won't care if I come. And then the others were like, he won't care if we come. So they all just showed up. And we were fine with it because we love people. I was just nervous they were going to run out of food. But we actually did pretty good, I think. And then the next picture, it happened again. And I had a lot of guys, and I had to feed them unknowingly. And then another night it happened again, the next picture, and I had a lot of guys. So at this point, I just figured, you know what? It's always a dinner before the game, and I'm just going to be ready for it, right? Because we love people. And I'm not going to stand at the door and say, I didn't invite you. Go. Come back when the game starts. I'm not going to do that. So we just smile and say, oh, Jesus, just multiply the food, right? But we built such a strong relationship with some of these guys. In fact, many of them would invite their non-believing friends because they felt so comfortable at our house. And they thought, man, if anybody can talk to another person from another religion about Jesus, Jay and Celeste can, so let's bring them over. And they would just start bringing sometimes I think they just walk down the street and say, hey, anybody hungry? We're going to go over to Jay's house. If you want to come, we're going to eat over there. And then you can watch the game for free, and you don't have to go to a cafe and pay. And so we loved it. But that's because we love people. And there's always room for one more at the table. When I married Jay, we would always go to Cindy's mom's for Thanksgiving. And she's just like that. There'd just be random people there. My house was not like that. My house was like, your family, you can enter. Your family, you can enter. Yeah? We didn't just bring randoms with us. But Jay's family, I was like, who's that? He's like, I don't know. I think they came with my cousin, but I don't know. Let's go meet them. I'm like, we're sitting at the table with them. He's like, I don't know. We'll just say hi. Just say hi. I don't know. But there's always room for another at the table.